This has just literally arrived. This is the MSI CLAW A8 Z2 Extreme handheld. Let's check it out. So I really like the box. I genuinely do really like the box. I'm excited to see this, and MSI have lent this to us, so this will be going back to them, but I don't know when, so I'm kind of need to make sure I get all my testings and everything done pretty soon, just in case they want it back really soon. So if you've got any questions about this device, hit me up like in the comments right now immediately because I don't know how much time I've got with it. And this is what you get greeted with inside the box. This is a stand? What? Okay, it literally looks like it's a stand. So it like flips open and becomes a stand. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Whoa, look at that. Oh, I'm so glad that they sent the green one. They sent the Lambo green one. Oh, I've got to take this out right now. Wow, look at that. Wow, the screen is so dirty. MSI, what have you been doing to this? What have you been doing to this? Oh no, oh, there's actually like a screen protector on it. So the camera's totally not gonna focus, but yeah, there is a screen protector on this, so we will take that off in a minute. But someone in the factory has had fun with that. Wow, okay, we'll come back to this. Let's see what else we get inside the box. A power adapter, is that? Oh, it's a UK one, yay! It's actually a UK one. I'm so used to stuff being like American or like European plugs. This is actually a straight up UK plug. It is a 65 watt. And then we get a startup guide and a quick guide. So that's kind of the same thing, I guess. And that's literally everything you get inside the box. So let's take a look at this, shall we? I'm gonna have to take this off. Whoa, look at that. So first of all, this thing is actually pretty big. I'm used to using an Ally X, which is actually really compact and small. So this thing feels pretty big. This has got an 8-inch 16:10 aspect ratio rather than a 16:9, right? So it does have 120 Hertz. It's got VRR as well. The specs of this thing then, we've got a Z2 Extreme. We've got 24 gigs of 8,000 mega transfer RAM. We've got an 80 watt hour battery, a 1 terabyte drive, as well as Wi-Fi 7. We've got all of the ports and everything that we'll go over. Let's just go over it now. So on the top here, we've got our volume. So we've got volume just there. We've got a 3.5mm combo jack. We've got a micro SD card there. We've got two, so dual USB 4, 40 gigabit ports just there, which is nice to see. I'm so glad that they went with two USB 4s there. We've got our button just there, which looks like it's got a fingerprint reader on it as well, but I am not actually certain about that. I'm noticing on the top-down camera right now, I love the fact that the bumpers are green, but the triggers are black to reflect that. Like, the aesthetics of this thing are wicked. We've got Hall effect joysticks in this as well, which is wicked to see. We've got two back buttons or paddles, whatever you want to call them. We've got this, so this must have gloss underneath. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool. I'm really digging the look of this device. I love it. I'm so glad they sent the green one. The white one looks cool, but like the green, come on. Like the green is just absolutely phenomenal. I'd go as far as saying like this is the coolest looking handheld right now. But the one thing that I've been really worried about is the ergonomics. So let's just really quickly have a feel because I've not even like held it yet, right? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. There's actually quite a lot going on here. I was thinking it looks very angular, like very angular and like sharp on the edges. I was thinking that's not going to feel nice in the palms of your hand. And I wasn't expecting such a big ergonomic like kickoff just here. So it really jumps out on the back, but it's still really angular, which is really strange. So proper angles everywhere on this. So it's like a geometric pattern almost like everywhere, which just doesn't look very comfortable, but it actually sits in your hands really well. Like just here, you'll probably see it better on this camera. My fingers grip just like straight up onto those horns on the back just there. And it naturally just fits in my hand really well, especially for this asymmetrical shape. So even though like you'd normally want your arms like flared out a little bit more if you're holding a controller, look at the competition's, you know, collaboration with Xbox, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this being straight up and down weirdly feels actually quite nice. I don't have the dreaded Switch pinky grip where I feel like I have to rest the thing on my pinkies. Because it's so big, because it's an 8-inch, it actually sits in your hands really well. I'm getting to this joystick totally fine. It doesn't look like they've used full-size joysticks. They've used the kind of like Ally style, where they're not like an actual full joystick module. It's like a medium size module, but these are Hall effect, so you won't be getting drift, well, at least a way less chance of it, and better dead zones and better accuracy and stuff like that. So that doesn't need to be modded in, which I really, really like. And weirdly, it's really like tucked in, and the bumpers and triggers seem really, really small. Like they're very, very petite. Like they're not like really big and wide, but because it's so straight up and down and that your hands grip here, it actually feels really, really good to get your fingers over the top here. Like I thought that was gonna be a downside. I really did. Looking at pictures, I was like, those look tiny. Like look how small the bumpers and triggers are. But again, with this grip, it just naturally fits here. The triggers then, they actuate all the way over in terms of feel. And I meant the bumpers, not the triggers. The actual triggers themselves feel good. They are analog, and I believe they're Hall effect analog as well. Button-wise then, they are like membrane in feel, but there's no pre-travel, maybe a smidge of post-travel, but it feels good. The front buttons are clicky. The back buttons are actually really clicky as well, and they're in a good placement. So the back, like paddles, whatever you want to call them, seem to fit underneath my middle fingers quite nicely. And they're all angled and like geometric, right? But that's quite good because you can press them in different areas. So depending on how your grip style is, it actually seems like it will fit quite well. I mean, in terms of the plastic and stuff, it does feel a little bit on the cheap side. I will say that, but not like horrendously, just a little bit. There's no soft touch going on here. It is just straight up plastic, but it's not gloss or anything, so you're not going to be getting any fingerprints all over it other than on that massive screen. The D-pad is very, very, very concaved. So that is like a very angled D-pad right there, like super angular D-pad. So it's like a little dish that your thumb sits in. Feels quite nice. I haven't tested it out yet. We haven't even turned it on. So now let's bring in the other handhelds just to see the size and everything, shall we? So this is obviously the MSI CLAW. This is the Switch 2, which has got a similarly sized screen just here. So we've got a 7.8, I believe it is, inch screen here, maybe a 7.9 inch, can't remember. Then a straight up 8 inch, but this one is obviously 16 by 10, that's 16 by 9, but you can see that it is dwarfing the Switch 2 just there, and obviously yeah, the thickness is going to be like 3 times as thick just there, but the ergonomics are way better on the CLAW because you actually have some, right? On the Switch 2 you've got no ergonomics, they've removed them. So that is the Switch 2 in terms of like size, right? Let's grab the Ally X just here. So this makes the Ally X look absolutely tiny because it kind of is. The Ally X is kind of tiny, isn't it? I mean, we've got a 7-inch screen. Some people love this just because of how portable it is, but this is like the next step up in terms of size. It's only very marginally bigger, but obviously, like, you know, if I try and line it up with the base, where's the base? About there. So yeah, I mean, what's that? 15% bigger, maybe less. Like, it's not too much of a jump, to be perfectly honest. Let's stand them up. So yeah, okay, you can see what I'm talking about now with the triggers and the bumpers, right? So the triggers and the bumpers on the MSI are tiny, but they do fit underneath your fingers like quite nicely. So let's get these front on so that you can see the handles there. Again, look how small that Ally X is looking there. But yeah, very sort of good ergonomics on both of these, really, for like a pancake style design. But this is way more angular. You can definitely get your hands on it better than even the Ally X, where this feels a little bit lackluster in terms of grip here now because it's so smooth. Whereas this is so angular. Look at that. Like, I can really anchor in and get my fingers under that. So there's the Ally X just here. Let's go and grab the OG Steam Deck. Whoa, it's bigger than an OG Steam Deck. For some reason in my mind, I always think that the Steam Deck is going to be the biggest thing, but you know, it's not, is it? This is bigger, and we've got a bigger screen here as well. 16 by 10 aspect ratio on both of these now. So let's see how the like height difference. Oh, they're not that much thicker. I mean, okay, maybe it is. It is quite a bit thicker actually. But again, ergonomically, I think personally, let's just try these because You can see it's a bigger device, the MSI, but they both have very, very sort of accentuated grips for the handles just there. Let's just show you the backs off. Obviously, the Steam Deck's got 4 back paddles, whereas the MSI's only got 2, which some people could see as a negative. Let's just hold these back to back. Okay. All right, I've got the feel. Whoop, nearly dropped it. Ah, man, that's difficult. I would say I prefer the feel of the Steam Deck only because it's rounded. So this is way more rounded and it just seems to fit with this tuck here. See how it like slopes in? That fits into your palm of your hands really quite nicely, to be perfectly honest. The only disadvantage with the Steam Deck, I do not like the sticks like being so high. I feel like I'm overreaching to get up there, and I want the most accuracy out of this right thumb, right? Whereas this is way more natural because I have ultimate control. So whilst the feel of it, I'd actually give to the Steam Deck for being like the most ergonomic out of the 2 of these, I'd actually still prefer the MSI CLAW just purely because of the joystick placement. But that's just me, it's subjective. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, this is a sample unit. I have no idea whether or not they've already kind of set this up yet, or if it's going to be a fresh install. So let's just see, you know, if it boots up and how it goes. There we go, straight in. That was quick, man. Like, that was fast, wasn't it? It booted up really quickly. I'm really surprised by that. Granted, there's nothing on this yet, I suppose, but it just booted, like, fast. This is MSI Centre. I've never used MSI Centre before. Okay. I don't know if that's just meant to be a slightly delayed animation between the tiles. Maybe it is. So like a slight delayed spin. But yeah, so this is the center, the M center, right? Let's just have a quick look. We've got user scenario. I have no idea what this is. Oh, here we go. So this is the AI engine where you can choose the TDPs essentially. So you got the AI one, which is going to like choose what it's going to be. Don't be fooled by the AI bit. This does not have a Z2 Extreme AI, it just has a straight up Z2 Extreme. You've got the endurance mode, so it says limits performance to achieve longer battery life, and then you've got manual mode. Thanks for the warning, there we go. So now you can actually change it to manual mode as well. For now, until I do some actual testing on this, let's just leave it on AI. You've got control mode, so here you've got, you know, gamepad mode, desktop mode, so I'm sure you can go in, yeah, there we go, we can remap. Everything's really snappy, look how fast this is. Like, that is quick. I'm sorry, MSI. I was expecting this to be really slow, like, not the device, but the software, right? So I'm pleasantly surprised by how quick this is just immediately actuating. And using the D-pad, because I like navigating with the D-pad, right? It's very firm. I'm liking it, actually. It feels very nice, even though it's got a huge concave on it. And the same with the face buttons. They're nice and tight. So let's just go back. So we've got game mode. You can remap here. You've got sticks. So, oh, nice. You can change the dead zones here. I love that. You've got the triggers, so you can change the actuation point as well. You've got vibration. That's cool. Why is it showing the MSI 8 AI Plus there, guys? Maybe update that so it shows the A8, please. That'd be nice. Calibration. Okay, so you can do that, and gyro controls as well. Let's back out. Got news and updates. I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm not signed into the network or anything. So we've got connection, Wi-Fi. We can do all that. This is very snappy. I'm actually liking the fact that they've already got the M Center, the MSI quick settings here in game bar, because, you know, that means one might be able to install Xbox FSE on here and have game bar integration straight away. So we know Xbox full screen experience is going to come to this eventually, but maybe you could install it if you're in part of the insider program now, and this would be really helpful. One thing I immediately don't like is that you've got to press the right one for MSI quick settings, and then it appears on the left. That really bugs me. I don't know why. I want to press this one to have that pop up. Left for left side. The right side could open Center M just here. But yeah, I mean, this is quick. Look how quick it is. That is quick, and I'm just on the AI Centre just there. Anyway, that's pretty much enough rambling, I think. I really like the screen size, just for one, right? I do like the screen size being 16 by 10, and I really like the look of this device. I'm going to go away and actually test this now, and then we'll do more follow-up videos. This is like a first-up video, you know, comparing everything. I've literally seen this for the first time as you are, so this is my genuine reactions to this device. No, MSI are not paying us anything. Yes, they've lent us this, but it will go back within a week or so. I'm not too sure, but let me know all your thoughts and what you want to know about this down in the comments, and I'll see if I can get around to testing all that. Now, I am going to be doing other videos anyway, so subscribe if you want to see all those. And just to mention, we will be getting hands-on with the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X, as well as the fact that I bought a Lenovo Legion Go 2. So hopefully, if we get to keep this for around 2 weeks, I should be able to start testing this against other things as well. So just stick around and subscribe. If you want to talk to us over on our private Discord, then you can become a member if you like. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.